Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Nicole Friedmaker here with your Monday meeting tip. So we closed out the month of February on the topic of data, and this month we're going to move into the topic of speakers. So we're going to talk about some keynote speakers, speaker management, how to get the most out of your speakers, a little coaching for your speakers. So we got a lot to cover because education is a huge part of face-to-face events. And even if your keynote is not necessarily providing hardcore education, they're probably providing at a minimum some inspiration or motivation. So it just depends on the type of program you're holding and your audience. So there's two really big steps to selecting the right keynotes. Well, maybe three, but the first two we're going to cover a little bit more today, and I'll touch on the third as we close out. But the first one is you really have to know your program and your audience and their habits. So if you didn't listen to last month's data points, go back and listen or read some of the blog posts, because you really need to get some data on what your attendees are looking for. Their staying habits, their buying habits, their educational preferences, and that will help you determine the type of speaker you want and the placement in the agenda. You know, you can put your opening keynote at the beginning, you can put it at the end, you can have multiple keynotes. It just depends on your budget and your program and your preferences. So take a look at that. Second one is you're gonna have to look at your budget and you're gonna have to look at the type of speaker you want. So do you need someone just motivational? Do you need someone tied to the industry? What is it that's going to really resonate? Because if you're gonna spend 10, 15, 35, 55, $1,000 on a speaker or up, you want to make sure it has the impact that you intend. So lastly, make sure you find a good partner. You know, there's lots of bureaus and people knowledgeable about keynote speakers. Tap into some of that knowledge. They're happy to share, and of course eventually if you book from them, it's a bonus for them, but most of them are even happy to share and get some ideas for you anyway. So again, know your audience, know your program, select the right place and time, select the right keynote for your audience, and then make sure you have a good partner helping you out as well. Have a great week, and we'll see you next week.